Hi, I want to make a video real quick. This is just kind of like my take on a tutorial since I don't know, and not that I'm doing anything inspiring at all. I don't do anything crazy. I don't come up with any new ideas. I kind of take other people's ideas and tweak them to make them mine, but I can't tell you how when I'm watching a video, how I appreciate when someone names the paper line they're using, when they mention what kind of ink they use or what kind of stamp or where they got the stamp or the name of the stamp. I also can't tell you how expensive that is. Just like this, I saw this tap punch on YouTube and I had to have it, and of course since I'm so behind on the times, come to find out this is discontinued. So I actually ended up getting this on eBay for $70, and it's my most expensive purchase that I've ever used that has been so versatile, and I've used it in so many ways. I don't just use it for as a tab, which I'll show you on the inside. But here's some of the ideas. I'm showing you what I'm doing pre-construction. Like I said, I'm not inventing the wheel or anything like that. I don't have a lot of followers or a lot of people asking me how I made things, but like I said, I'll be watching some random video, and I just love because you know, when I'm watching people's ideas, they're talking about how they were inspired from somebody that I may never watch their video. So anyways, that's how this kind of came about. But I got these little cards. They're 7 Gypsies cards, and so my idea what to do on this is just to kind of glue them together, and then I'll make top loading and side loading pockets, and then in the end this will be a book that will just house, I guess, pictures, or she can put notes in there or do whatever she wants with it, but it'll just be a little book that I'll add as an extra. And this is a canvas, it was a romance novel canvas mini album that I got at Michael's for really cheap because a lot of the paper was missing. This is the second one that I'm making, and I'm really glad that the paper is missing because otherwise I might kind of follow in my footsteps of what I did before. Probably not, actually. But anyways, let's go on the inside. So here is how it looks so far. Now, I never like to talk about this because I get so frustrated, but the puckers. Now that is because so far to this point, my main, my main glue that I use when I make mini albums has been this tape, just because it's been what works best for me, and I go through this like crazy. But I've had, you know, like I've talked about it before, I'm embarrassed about my glue. I've bought this kind of glue. I heard someone say something about this as glue. Tried that. Then I heard people talking about tape, so of course I had to go and buy this big thing of Suk Wang tape. I've tried everything, and really, in the end, what made me happiest and what works best for me is this. And it's Scotch Scrapbooker's glue with 2-way applicators. So it's got this foam applicator, which is the one that I use and I love. And then it's also got this little pointy one right here for, you know, fine lines. So this seems to be what works best for me, and I love it. And I didn't discover it until I was in the middle of this mini album, but it's what I'm going to be using from now on. So anyways, we'll move on. Next page is this. Do you see this? It's so simple. Didn't do a lot. I tea stained my papers, and I've done coffee staining and tea staining. Tea dyeing takes longer, but I think I prefer it. I love, love, love coffee. I'm a coffee drinker, but I feel like my paper stinks when I coffee stain it. So I'm going to stick to tea dyeing. And what I was talking about, see how simple this is? It just has a border. Here's some scriptures. I did a stamp of a dandelion, I think it is. It's got a magnet in it. Nothing too big. I use file folders, just so you know, to back all my paper just to make it a little bit stronger. But this probably took me about an hour. And you know what? When I'm making something for someone else, I'm so meticulous. And had I been making this for myself, I probably would have did the same thing in like 10 minutes, really. I mean, that's how simple it was. But I overthink things when I'm making things for people. And I wish I could get away from that, but I can't. I'm a perfectionist, so I want it to be perfect. And it never is. It's just my whole albums are always a series of mistakes. Here's my next page. I haven't glued anything down yet. My next paper. Isn't that cute? And this is a fun idea I'm working on. I got some time cards and I folded them to create this little pocket right here. I haven't glued anything down yet because this is totally, like I said, pre-construction. This is going to be a pocket, It's 2 time cards, and it'll be a pocket on the other side, and then I've cut a hole so that this will be a top loading pocket, and I used my little tab punch and I glued that on the inside. So I'll glue this down, you know, right here on the inside, right here, right there on the inside. And then what I'll do is I'll take my paper and I'll glue it under there before I glue it down, so that it just like flips over and it's a part of the album. And like I said, I know I'm not reinventing the wheel or anything, but that's just what I'm going to do. But I thought that that was a really cute idea, and I can't wait to finish this. I think this is really cute. I tea stained this paper as well. And here's a mistake that I made. I thought I'd show that. This is chevron paper. Okay, I don't even know if chevron's supposed to be like this, but in my mind, I've told myself chevron lines are like this, whether they are or not. And my paper, I cut it wrong, so they go like that. And aesthetically, that drives me crazy. I don't like it, so I'm going to have to cut that out again. Then I cut some folders, file folders. They were Heidi Swapp file folders. And I cut it because I like this border. So I'm going to stick that right there. And then, like I said, I always back my paper with file folders. So I cut my paper a little bit bigger, and then what I do is I get my scoreboard and I fold this under. So I'll fold all this under. Well, actually what I'll do is, before I do that, I cut the corner off like a square right here. And then I'll just glue my corners right there and right there. Right there and right there. And because I've done this so many times, I learned from my mistake, I can glue my paper directly on here and leave this side loading pocket, but it only leaves so much room. And just these little teeny folds, you can pack so much stuff in there that it's amazing. And so I want her to have a lot of room to put whatever she wants to have in there. So that's my idea for there. Here's another paper. I'll put some polka dots on the inside, and then this will be a top loading pocket. I'll use this guy again so that it kind of flips over. And then this is going to be my next page. I did the same thing so that it has room to expand. So that's a side loading pocket. Next page, I haven't really put too much thought into it, but this is where it is right now. Next page is here. I may change this because I like pink. I love pink, but this is pink. I'm not fond of it for some reason. I'm not sure why, but anyways, that's where I am here. This will be another top loading pocket. That's crazy. Look at this. This washi tape. It's chevron. I absolutely have no problem with it being like this. That's crazy. It must just be because it's so big. Aesthetically, it just drives me crazy. I don't know. Anyways, that's my next page. And here's my next page. I think I'm going to use this again. I'm not sure, but I think I am, because I think what I'll do is I'll punch out a tab, and then I'll put it in here. So I'll glue 2 of these together so it'll really look like one. That way it'll kind of flap over, and then I'll have 2 of those. I really like the way that looks on the pink. Here's my next one. I think this is just going to be a single page. Here's my next page. I cut out another file folder again just because I like the end. I don't know if I'll make this a pocketer or not yet. I haven't decided. And then here's my last page. Just some pink, and I cut out these little Polaroid papers. I don't know if they're going to end up there or not, but that's where I have them right now. And then I'll have another page. I don't know if that will be a pocket or a journaling spot or what. And there's my last page. So that's where I am right now. I mean, look, if you look at it, it's completely uneven. I just barely cut my paper out, and that took a long time just choosing the paper that I was going to put in there. But now the rest is all downhill. It should be, I shouldn't say downhill, but it's on from here. So I'm excited to see how it comes out, and probably it won't look anything like I have it right now, because that's just kind of how I am. I change everything up and around, but I just thought, since I don't know how to make a tutorial, I'll just kind of give you an idea if anyone, you know, is interested on how it looks pre-construction. So that's it. You have a great day, and God bless you. Bye-bye.